baba me mka se ma me mani je wo ho maka che na wi o o twen se meke o be ma we de o ke o e sika
ke ni nyina ye de
e sika
ti ababa be dwadi transactional etu ye we ma me ye we amon ye we ma me ye we amon ti be ma no ye we amon no so we so no be dey e be ye bibi keni ko asesa na wo e o se ye ya ye nyen so sa de no so ba enemu de akola ketu akola no bon se na be ma odi we sa na zede eko ai ni ko asesa na wo senke ba se de wo ye be ma na 1 2 botom na 1 2 de open wo nye den unya de open asin there de
oba e bia woni ji oba ehu person ne tena nim so oba ne bre no ase pa o good nso so se be ya betimi anya sa oba no enu nya isika asem ejina sika so etina obi to mo obi a na da oda ene se true love eni sa no ma no ma e kan ho asem no o na menya o da bi enye yi ntine kwagu de net no
so there o kan ko me pesa meti wasi ya say right now no ye youth no agya to mu say love is equal to sex per the o kan na me pesa meti ase
okay
the o ananya sana
pesa me show
say the youth na agya to mu say love is equal to sex now because pesa me bisa question bi say ususu say on say o sha say me na me pese mu say ususu say denti na mana yesa that is me question
yes enti na mama me show say say no expectations na e wo mu no say you love me I love you odo na wo expectation na wo mu no e na ama na basa because oba no expect say be ma no e be hwe no be ma no so expect say no oba no beda sa na say etie wo system nim
okay
because they say no oba no sorry a be man ka so I love you then the next thing is say o person o say be man be care what you say o say be man be care o say the normal bi ehia no be man be yesa no mani nyaade e de ama no and be man so ade e ho mo sesi a ne say ono so be na adwo so no be dey ono be da and so na and den kura be blebe abebe bo mo ne me madedan e yesa no mani nyina because ene ukushia akola bo hu se bia mobile phone bi kura no be sia akola bia na nyoma na papa na toman and obi na obetam se ska kwakoto sa de ne dia ma o se otama na kona de ne nam wonom be hu oba young girl o se meton weeks wa biem mako na ye omo ankasa emoyi dodo ni nyina chama bi na hye kira o yesa no ma no mani nyina de de edemo mo nti safo ni nyina no omo try se omo so benya bibia de afiri mo ditano enti expectation e wo mu no amana basa njema ze bia o Machia abranti o ene entena se ne anyu ye ho kakra but ene no ye di bibi aba be sem se odome a ye we ma me
ti abe transactional
love
Matiase mame ko so for hono or can about transactional love it means say ye odono mu chichemu bebre wo hono ma na so for
it depends on how or obesia kono.
Okay.
You can have a lot of them per omwangasa the perspective of such way no.
Okay.
Ombet me akon different types but uzana me can say you can equate the last to the love. Because say ebano sex in say make say physical intimacy and obano love ne last and so you find say the difference between it and can say love ne ye nipa na so obsessed say me ye bibi and say or pleasure say bia nyame ye no just for fun nyame ye no just for fun and I say just for fun. So what you say eti no nipa no is doing that out of pleasure.
Okay.
Entina amoyeka say akono na say last. But obetumi equating it to love because say people interpret say the moment somebody gives you attention, and then it means that it equals sex and I say intimacy. So what you say? I didn't know what that perception. Almost have perception because of say the kind of youth na pay attention. The moment I woman that attention, no, I interpreted attention and say, "Bia, there is love." Ebiana, there is no love, but essence woman is attention, or no interpretation. Just say, or do be a day, So the end product, they say, then they should have what? That kind of intimacy. And sana, we're crowning with Sebia and the Odome. It's in the medium, when he say, the kind of types of love, no body or no to be the transactional love, no. Yen perspective as human beings, I will as so in our time. Say, so bad door because of this something that you have in our door. It's in any idea and then not that or don't transactional what love. But maybe to me, and can say the truth is, and when the moment you can say a binom, some percentage, few people, and I interpreted that into sa way no. No, a bimun so our honomope real love. Ubenyabi, you will get it in our society. Ubenyabi honoma, sani pano, or don't know man you could see say a real lover, that acceptance is there, that attention is there, that commitment is there, and even the attraction also there. So what you say? There are so many types of love. I'll be to me, I can't want them, but my bed love and I say that physical word contact. Say we can build love when there is no even physical word contact.
Okay, so it wouldn't against a baby no. All these emotions near a year or solo about transactions no, and a demoting in my power.
A part of it, because and no kind emotional hunger. It's nipa no who say or pet bibino or say at the corner open into me bibi man no chese and passes in sakasa no. It's no me bibi by giving something na a man no adwen ba so say and say nipa so mesi man bibi no chese odon ye dey e wo ho enti no odon wo ho dia why am I even preventing him from getting the other part of it no or the account one man no it one here we interpret it as a transactional love but bia that wasn't the initial thought of the person maybe a real love
a romantic love and as a passionate love
any of them but bia na ono kran de no or what man a real one. But who say who be man interpreting say me di sadi we mana e ba be ka ho mana boa ma e dey wagimi atum yi e 19 wo so say utua and answer wo di bibi e dey e man no if you come here maybe interpret and non say a transactional lover not everybody will side with you na mom no e bia na wo taking is about nipa na ode ne ho ma no ono no hu ni say or that real love no e dey man be based on what attention ode man no based on commitment why based on attraction or man and based on say bia nipa no was physical closeness no ntina ohun say woni ni mienu no muhia mutumi vibe pa ntina ode odo ne man but how you will interpret it no e be different.
O sha say no so for now can be say yes, substituting intimacy with lust or love. For moment who say, "Oh, you bit me use that word interchangeably," but last depending on the other
bonnie.
Yes,
exactly.
It's in the bit me using interchangeably, bit me use lust and love interchangeably. Okay, to Matthias here. It's we use intimacy and love. Okay, say right now no for e dia baba begina aba be see enemu enne mabunu no dodo na so be ka say ye ba for ma do one more say se mene na anya sa
then so do be
yes
okay
yeah from wo background as a pastor and as a counselor obe can say asana maba solo ho no mo say solo ndi okasama
okay one say we should get this one straight
okay
intimacy and sexual intimacy is not the proof of love.
And Chrese
will be done.
Okay.
But what you say?
Exactly.
It's and no it's bia one who say nipa no open asempa will show everything. Sex na ka ho no Chrese odo.
Okay.
But what you say? Because love is physical, emotional, and even intentional. So what you say? Oh, shut that door. Yes, intentional love, no, a physical, emotional, intentional. Edina sometimes, you know, say or don't any one more. Obi one my friend say in even in a relationship. Obi one because oh, bema we there or do me pa me yen bibia kra mpa no dey ache because say intentionally no essence of don't why na dream say on your boni da. But what you say? It's depend on that physical and then emotional and intentional attractions in my and non a love. No momo your friend say sex no does not give you the proof say independent dog. You are no your physical.
Okay.
And we are physical and no mounts that are proven. In percent, you can have sex without love. Obia oti ebia pa unprove me wrong. You can have sex with someone without love.
No, do be
any. Now, so now that physical intimacy. But you cannot have real love without commitment and responsibility. So if there is real love, you will have a commitment and responsibility.
Okay.
So what you say? Because I have committed myself, say, me dobi, there is real love. It in the found your biano. I have made up my mind, say ya na me dono. Ne momo no se woka se bia intimacy na mama ebe kire se obi do wa enipa be bre ni ebinu kra koye sa de na deda wa bra odonye dai eni hono etinu mama yenti asiesa na yen my adwin sisi se love na kire se you must have that kind of physical contact with the person.
No what the ewura o side from as a counselor mama embra solo honom solo mama embra ho
Chama.
Mmabunu nyina se sense a eche so do bie no.
Sure.
Dent na zuzu se mmabunu do na ayesa.
Well, dent ma me hu se mmabunu do na ayesa ne se. Ohu ne se. Unze mpempi no npada do na no. E bro no obi be hia no emotionally no. Omunya some attachment bi.
Emotionally.
Yes.
Okay.
Omunya bibisa.
Bibi sa.
Ote ase. Afa ma na adwene ni bibia kokosi sa nipa no so ebe oni ni benya san kita hudie no because ade na besi no emma nipa krokro na ebi kwa na ne rua kra anye dai emfi sa ade no what they make na say
metia say
opa on kokosia emma ne ma bebre se wona ono mu si so abi omo no omo akọ relationship mu da omo kai omo no monya sa inhyamudie no omo be kai omo mu remfi sa ankofo ne de be eda. What I say, this hard no money to me, it's me back. Till the man will be Benya Sayon Kofanema or Donny Yede, any and many pan winyan more attention.
No more don't
yes,
sanity
or Donny walk Sauni Nipan and Temun and Mania Day and Manini. One, Unze, not Pastor Air can be
radio 97.7
Sa and Shemudino, a new proof of love.
And say
yes, I was some way.
Ultimate family now, infamy see or do.
It depended the one in the panentem dada.
Okay.
And that this idea and ba etre. What I say, Seven Zabia, Unama Wakopia baby, no Wakushi bio, or any Casa one to Nebia Yakonya be. None in Yasensia Mudina, or do be any ho. Any uncle more Sebi, or Moko Plaza and baby Kaka, so I say, and near year you saw one
joint pound.
Oh. Omam kosa he won money na aka omado dodo sa afo ni nyina ba omo kofa bi eye akono okofa na ode aba what ya say no nti so obi no enya sa nhyiamudie na eno nkyere se poten na emum e depend ayonkofa adamontem dada a de sa ade ne de ede ba en na be kyere se ampa eye proof of love ana se nyesa bi gonim se obi no wa ohun na se sebe onye obi bia na bra ba obo se bi obo ba si bra enye izi se oba odimu wo obetima gya na ho ayede e de ama osa se bia wodi wati aba ofi aba be round them there bi intimacy
so
no mini solo enya adwen wo sa se bia obi no wa onjai no mansa many young people are not looking for sex so nye se bia omo hwehwe young people are looking for acceptance, they are looking for affection, and they are looking for attention.
Okay.
These three things. attention, acceptance, and affection. The AAA. Sadly, when a young people hear the and you know, young people in the moment here of the obi man say closeness no one interpreting it say it's love.
Okay.
But we should understand say attention is not love. So be more attentional. It's not love.
Okay.
So big say wow oh dear they be our friend be otie what that cry no friend now obe sorry no akasa it me we dey more attention and no nyodo. 2 physical attraction so enye odo it's not love. Say be obi me with physical attraction be ntino me hu I say a tweme ben will be I say there's some kind of connection. That closeness you know you cannot be interpreted as love. A BM say bia obi ma sa friend say attraction we attraction of about someone no and say bia there is commitment. Enti no the entire mini solo nya adwene say enye se obi di me ho be ma in kitawu namu kitawudie na kire say na je say there is love.
O ma mintie solo. So for ma mintie no. Mintie
chama.
Adventist World Radio.
My point in the way I make different one. I think say what get me wrong.
Okay.
On say na kwako bisa me say enhyamudi na na kire odo ana. Na me kire say enyu obi na bra bobi a oba. Say oba odimu abi ana na tena. Say bia wodi wati akono. Me kire say enu no timi gina ho masa ade no. On say
Gina ho say
de me pese me say ensem bebre ho a wuntimi ekwan pese me fast of kano aha ye mintimi en kan say dem pese me kano no what you say me pese me kire say sesie ye wo say ono ba tena oba we say de onye obi a
oye basa
na adwini na form what tries on any tena say build the life enye is say oba oba no obete ase say oja ne ho ayde ama so woni sa abrabo na oboni mu a yankofo bebrebe ho no mu a omo no sebe aside say omo nkogina ekwan ho no omo ne sa afo no do ni nyina epe wate na me to na
omo nkogina kwa ho no
omo nkogina yes omo nyinzo omo ni say ye de abrabo we say ni ebo ye ni memma ne unu za de fe no eno omo hook up ho ye wodi bebrebe de fe no ye wodi bebrebe de fe no o de ase nipa no krabia wo fie no bi kasa na osia ne ha no ye sei ukosia na betimi na kasa 1 week 2 weeks obo se na o de adwuma na ye de abro what's the message to na say it is afo ni nya ho sa de na meka ho asemo sa afo no mo de ma ode a enkire se eyodo na emom se enipa no ne tie wo hwe onye basa yatiti ni ye what you say
no the man
me pese me cho say answer na yeah na me pese me cho say answer na say nipa no obedi wachi ode adwuma no na che say yeah there is something onim odo no nim say also for alimit no what you say odo utimi limit odo sa odo kakra kai so
ye be wram
no waka attention attention is also part
a fan baby
yes attention your part
okay
because obi no wa anadu bi on sorry to credit no fan fra o phone so sa omo attention what you say me be say e temporary dia meti ase
meti so ase sa ba na me kan say won ye hwe ni say de bia me ka say mema they are like hunters so bomo 4 person shoot aboa obedi na chi afro ba bia
ende no ko
etinu deliberately solo betumi to credit a flow more attention for the person to interpret it say solo domain but in a nutshell no enye odon na wo ho
na ya de fofo
ade no person hit or hit we after or before be hit we or san hwe abo from you
Adventist World Radio
so what you say you know if so interpreting attention as part of love maybe in a certain way no people will side with you but per se say the fact so be my attention cannot be interpreted as love.
It can be say say nipa ko but
in a way
yes in a way but I don't say
untimi ni obi enko relationship and anga say wo do obi abra kwa mani pa attention
eno no ho
what you say o say me do o man attention
what I say e bia te say o ka so do wani asi no so unim attention no e depend ba bia o dwene ko obi betimi attention ne de e depend wo explanation na de ma what I say e bia onipa ne so yare or the hospital I say ne bia wa show up what I say mebo e bia na say nipa no enye ni motive ne say or penny what I say na mum a part of that love na wo ye there ye can one say me love no unim love no so many ways but I don't know day no baby e ba ko wie no ene ba me hu say am true love and say enye true love kwa kunim say won ene se sia ho ye system na e wo se sia na ho untimi pa ntena se nka say true love odokan exist se sia ebia onim de ntia make say ne say ubenya 1 out of 100 e wo ho betime nipa be 2 bi 3 bi abenya sade na ide efi omo but so the safo ni gina ho no mo a still accounting student ni bi omeka che wo say true love doesn't exist
and doesn't exist
yes
only wanka
me I always want us to talk
with statistics me das mama odasani yakwa odasani
yes sir
bibi aboko de
me na nyame adom bibi aboko
ya nyame adom odasani kwabna
bro
na me pese o de me wura ahase me pese me do wura this side about 3 days ago Saturday no say nyina nim de na ekoso iwiase yes people are equate say time no kwa na e kire do and I do on so na people equate sex with love Mmabunu no so na ye ne kese what do you make of it
all right chama me da say mamencha ye ne tie for ene ya hwefo asema obi say de emodu ba mamencha madwen kakra ho. You see, there's an air confusion about this whole thing.
Okay.
Sex and love. There is some sort of a confusion about the whole thing. Since I make an understanding, say, you see, your orientation are yin and no. Tits yama menomini de any day, you know, make no by any year brain. Your orientation be a yinya. Kwaya ye first so educate ye ho kwaya ye first for information any understanding be I building and it's na make say there is a big confusion about sex and love. You see, say here movies are then at the end of the day how do they communicate the Zanima Mmabunu way to us? They communicate here and say once and conform be of course Bemani or Bar are coming together, they share some common things together, and at the end of the day they end up having sex. That physical intimacy, any emotional intimacy, no, you're confusing animal with me.
Okay.
And see, anyone was said now the youth are confused as to say a differentiate between sex and love. Because said an company for Edin Kakana, Adreno, Ninano, currently, Akako yes say, once I get close to Asumesi, I'm using Obani Bema as example. Once I get closer to each other, you know, say check a crabia, you do home come check a crabia, sometimes crying check. Once there's a commitment, let me use that word. Once there's a commitment, at the end of the day, the end result should be say ending sex.
97.7 FM.
And no money you because you're confusing your mommy, you know. You see, physically, only Obani and as Obani Bemano, you get to that level. And only a physical kind of connection. And I say intimacy. That is physical. But say kasa odopana something emotional, a bibia a grow, a bibia sha say free baby na first stages bimu na akodu side jina pen. To the extent say nyaka say when we are the four, it is hardly to separate them.
Okay.
Not any mere bibi and a titis half on intem. But I am say Okosha will be within a few hours or days, now and then having sex, and then you guys part ways. You see, there's no connection. It was Bibia, Moya Majisa Mobile, and my area. At the end of the day, you are done. And see, and no, confusion, and say, Nipa be afasa kwan we so deliberately. I mean, can say afasa kwan we so I want sheda unim pa when I need that and all you say once or person or result and as or ended up having sex with Obana and as a bemanity. Be sure a little bit of care, a little bit of concern, giving in one or two, so and then at the end of the day,
so it means answer na obi betimi ai sa akwan just o show certain glimpses of odo ana because someone also obi show care, affection, then and yes and glimpses of
glimpses. I know glimpses, but I can't tell you no na here can how I can't tell you no. You see, the point I'm trying to make is that say nipa mienu do ho okay, and I say almost steady almost say omo be ado for I can't tell you no is to get to a point where they'll become lovers. But what I say, compare that one to a situation when you be a shan, then you just want to knock. Okay, you just want to knock him or her. Said the Bakobia. Again, you see, the must be or be make ya naturally untimio, but I jump bunny attention. You force yourself to do it just to arrive at
transaction.
And no transaction. Let me tell you. You see, transaction, yes, of course, a transaction. As such, you better much him say a transaction because or person only way win or the winner alio into what I say into qualify and no be love can be as well. In no side in a pen, in no standard no. Okay, something purported like what I showed him said. This is what I want to do. My main for when you beat, now me find your day, me find then I end up. So, Miss how come beam? The orientation I no. The sort of near my who media no so near my air costuno, and I come as I confusion when you day. Abba, because hardly even growing up. Young crank thinking and you do food through my grown. You could say, my many papa, this are grown. But why Jane will never go that far? Go hune. And I okuno. When I cast some natural, there was nothing like social media, phone, movies, or some sort of any maybe a bit in my I educate you at that tender age. By age mu also phone and say add bi betwema eno ka wonya wagen say wa subscribe you also phone and say bibi betwema phone so imagine say one man na phone so bon say one ye team sa you see say nema ekoso no na entices sa confusion nema ekoso internet no so media no so yen senka yemu ne enkomodie mu as growing up even friends and
this animal
and this confusion.
That may be called more bad. My master of Funchas in Florida. So Lose, the Nasatana Dino.
Satana, Odigan, and I'm about money be any baby. Now iPhone be any baby. I come to see that I'm going to do my near my girlfriend in Domi. Say, oh, you're quite to Abraham, deliver mammy. That time you never be no dinner or do kind dear senior. That never be no, or be the one who crowds ball a crana, no do it, no cock with Jow, who calls so crown or with Jow.
And no attention I say, no phones or no. Mammy must have members of we are about. And they say, oh, the other phones attention. Now, that's a near boy around there, mammy, and from room. Now, person who the social or the cultural causes of all these. Also, causes, and you might be bringing it to me causes animal. I'm talking about how the society, Timmy forcing the permanent to me say, wait in the mirror, sa, so forth.
Now, or that's any Edding kind of bob, so I am in the pan. Nowadays, even our music,
okay,
portray and I said, taught us, say, love can be equated to sex. And I say physical intimacy. So the social media, the music, and even the movies are yes. But what I say, one, say uyi movie now catch the say na obi ko rape obi na eman's papa penwe ko rape akwala. Yes, you want to portray what actually is going on within our society, but at the end of the day, no, you are still also trying to emphasize it and then selling it more into the minds of people. Say, I need to me yes I deal with money. If you are caught, fine. If you are not caught, you are free to go. Into all these kind of and who said the society has really redefined love. In our society today, no, I'm not redefining the meaning of love, no cry. So as I was saying, when you have feelings, who are feeling the more beer, you can have feelings for somebody, but that same feeling will be misleading. It men interpret that feeling and say a love. It could be a misleading feeling. Nipa no what the mount. Saa deɛ na we are seeing no ya gya tuma ya accept say normal. Gone are the days ye movie na edru baabi a ase omo pese omo ye close omba close kra na dark way na shadow na bana ya cut it to the next scene. So what I say, and then it interprets say a hodi ya end no. And then you omo the to ma chire ma hu enkwala nyina hu ekwan afa so a omo ye saade ni nyina ye nka nchira akwala ne se akwala na ma me ne papa TV ho no mo hwe na omo ne omo ba net no mo hwe na omo saade no mo sere kwa. It's what are you inculcating into the child? Ne ye chira akwala ne se normal, it's not bad. And until now, and then ebinum hu ni say your friend say so when you be war sir what attention and affection man say nipa na also crying with physical intimacy. In physical intimacy anybody and just say there is a proof of love. But you cannot prove love through sin, because love always protects dignity. So be do bia or protect this nipa no ni mudie no protect no. At the same time, a sound so help woman a protect your values. Okay. At the same time, some woman a protect your future. And if all these things say nipa na nhwe na obehwe only one aspect and say we have physical attraction, we have feelings, we have affection, and therefore the next thing they say we need to crown it to demonstrate say there's love between us, and they say you be compare na say nipa no or interpret it wrongly. And I was here say the true love does not demand for proof through love through sin. Sebia I was say nipa no one me ye bibia ansa one me da anase nya enamu enkita wudi ansa na kire say odome I was say ehwe ni yi na ye boa say the social media no ye ben limit ye mano on those social media, and even there should be laws outlaw sa niema we say sa niema we nyina wo de ba na a part of sa niema na mu show social media na was here there yi every one so see anya ne sa dia, and then we will allow ourselves to be redefined by our society, and then send ye hunu na no e be worse than that.
Or be worse than that. Me da say my member oda say no answer my baso lo hono oda say ni every time bi ye nyina agi to me say anya ade e hono be say love is a verb.
Action word.
Yes. I can't bear so yes, I did. We see you to improve it. Some persons you cannot prove it. How?
Question was it one of the youth week of prayer and as it will be, and not caption here love is a verb. Global Youth Day. I think 2023, 24 maybe. All right, senior. Love is a verb. Yes, of course, indeed, a verb, a action word.
Action word.
I jump on and say, "It's never be original defining verb." Me, baby, I'm this me defining verb, and then they say, "You see, said an answer for love or do. It should be anchored on a certain character." Okay.
Which
character. It should depict nyamisu, because ono na imitating.
Okay.
but what I say this will be better make say odo now it means say all traces of the one that has the agape no nyame no all the
tie be ko ho
on the traces be and I say ni we share bibia free ne ho and all the juma yes it shouldn't deviate from the nyame church and I said kwan nyame fa so den edan na di. Now we ask yourself say ene na kwan be so you see odo aye ka ho asem say ye aware mu say ye namfofa mu say ye kwan bia so aye kire odo ese say ehwehwe afoforo eyeye ese say timi hwehwe afoforo eyeye in the context of the discussion ye ese say odo etimi busa no ho say aso that level now my imagine say me person me call truly do I mean it? Do I have that privilege? Is it something that may what that responsibility? I don't know how to even put it, but do I have that mandate? Me was a coin no, me was a permission no, me right. Sign money now, see it to me answer. Rhetorically, I say it to me beside only to me answer. Because say odo and I me don't pano and I me see through that me call that physical intimacy na. Is it someone and also we ni pair master in sema ware nyame etiase nyame sha so busanfo atiase do I have consent of all these people I may be if it is not so then why don't we wait? Me waiting because I love that person and I don't want to sin. Say they're not so for can. I don't want to sin. And I say me person me money pakrona ya bone. And I say me person me ne be sa bone. But I rehearse them no say. Not so for can me busa me say. So now do we see it as a sin? That is the question no. Say no, say in prim no.
The way our society no.
Yeah, who is sabi?
Enya bone bi.
Yes, you who is sabi? It has become normal. It has become order of the day. Parents are aware, they are so much aware say omoba ba no oni asuma si nam and they know so omo cut to that level, but they are saying nothing about it because order of the day order in chain sorry ekoba sini nema said they are worry for you and so mesre ni sema worry
mamembra solo
Wagu
I'm
si from and I'm si from Kwakra me fefre bi order sani edisi na na ase minim wa cancer pani bi
sao
order sani a cancer pani bi
voice no ke from Kwakra kasa mi
Wagu say onse no order sani dey come back to when love is love no
Adventist World Radio
the time na love ye love no unim
time be asem no
or can those days
what I say they love in your love
Debbie
you see now be 3 days ago ko for dom yi kire nkofo ko for to turn your mother
na wan to bia nkwa a wo behu wan to nkwa akwa ku behu wo de nto nkwa e tena wona ka za wo nto nkwa
to bi ko e
mi ni bi wo be ebi ni be say aguya to asa
so for solo tu want to be anko
le wana mde ko mano manya chocolate class zo ani
gen to aso
yeah ko gu on ntu he sa those days na no odo ankasa wo honom odo pa na bi wo ho ene ba ene de so obi katra wo say sa true love na bi wo ba bia obo wo dada
ene de bi ni
ebi ni ba bia da oba bi ntra ba bi young girl bi ntra ba bi en kan kire ye say obema oni hwe ni botomu nye metimi na tena oba bi meka nkyere me se wo de oba bi a otie oba bi a otie wa meka so
oba bi wa ya musa na so
no busa ne se bema what you say but those only hwe betimi na tena but those is na true love wo hono no nango fo be wonu mo a bacho
me ko na meet you kasa
those days are not order sani ken that na hwi ni honu mo eso na nkofo supporting nkofo ebi ko nipa ne ko afuom eso na otimu se onya obema ne ba na obi ko afuom asabe eya adwuma pa o but obi da ka mo na nipa ne value no what you say
me ti okay mama nti ase yi because the okay no
saa time no saa time no
yeah
de na ɛwɔ hɔ at that time what is available wɔ hɔ
sase de ho bebre osofo unim kwaku ade unim unim ene ewiase no de we no masifa urban ene obi kuta iPhone 12 kura no pese osesa ne ko 17 ma no onya ma na obi ba koya ma no enti mama bebre ho no mo ne mate omo ni se oba we dey true love pa ba we say wo ya standard man is here okose obi oblo so a obeja ho akọ there's no two ways about that memo obi ana da
ye obi
emu obi ana da kwaku emu obi ana da onyanko sia obi oblo so
saa
kwaku obeja ho akọ enu ti na niwe kwaku nim enu ti na aware ho senka omo tena ne senka nya ware bond bi na nipa de ne sa akọ sha ase a kokofo eduaja ware
they no need a topic for another
yes o de ma me fan to na me fan ko that time no na unim enne that time na those are no the senikan na be ma bie no tena se ebobo ne sika no do ba ko school ba na be ma bobo sika no do ba ko school me obeja ho akwa akofo bi foforo eti no se ne odo ba na ko school no na won so o build yourself e ma omo peme ma omo bro omo so tem bia do ba pa no oba pebe ma obro no so eti no oba to
in terms of
BBM spiritually mentally financially BBM say wo be man obro oba no so
okay
na so amro oba no so dia forget it obeduru mra bi no sesia de na aha ni bo enu ke odo me kan ko but for greener pasture ntia o so nya no odi odum beko menya nkrata meye sei okoko be ma me dollar bi o ma me pounds bi sa na ye dey etie etutu me mu obi ana da o da kwaku eti unim David unim emu obi ana da o sa na esi aba be
sa na aba be
opa na unim awofo ni bi nso ka ho
okay
amoma ni nyi no mo di ai na waafo he de obi aya ma no no mo de omoma ma no toto nkofo foforo ebia onim kwan nipa ne fa so onya asa de na waye de wanya no oti ase ha me de me ba me ka kire se de me bra no me nkofo be ma oti se be o papa e ma ni bi ka kire omoma me omoma mo kofa be ma on de oti se sei o fa be ma odaka mu fa be ma oti sei eti awofo no e ka ho bi no mo putu pressure e ma o ma na e do makakọ wie sa ensiamudie no because sa mama totade mami na de wafo ba bia wanya adomi na me ma scan totade ba bia wanya adomi na menya usei abako ba bia obenya bi and there is no fame without sacrifice
okay
what is here
let's do a quote so the obo
oh yes unti say pa say there be the enye ye da what is also odi bi bo afọ de asana entubo mu so ba me say na say mo no obi asend me video obi a young girls bi na omu mia sa cyber year be track ya baby busa say omunya scan wo he
so ye adwuma
what say on adwuma be na aye kire ye na bia benya bia be 300,000 Ghana cedis ana bia 3 million Ghana cedis e o Ghana ade adwuma na aye so nya 3 million Ghana cedis
ko na sha say ba
what say ndi kwaku me ensema me kan na ne say awofo no yesere mo mama no monsusu mpiepia mo na mo nkyere o mo say maami bi ka kyere me twen debi o mo ta ka sa o ka kyere me say ono o ma ne ba enwale obi a be ma oni single room self contained oni kura o adwen o de tu ni timu no obi so kura se o ono de ne standard de chimba en ho o ti ase yes o ka sa no welcome back you know those days are not the senikan na ntisa eno no bi wakwa na onyane ba bi kakra bi no hede no wote no bia single room be unim minim very young guys or mokro mi amna mfo no obi on mo ware no o te single room unim sisi no nyame adom o sini fia hede awie sasika sem o de be spend akakope chamber en hall no 2 bedrooms anyway say nyan abo no but ene no ye de sa adwuna se ye mofra ni tirimu ofie eti ye mofra no ohun se o be ma we odaka we be ma we adwuma wa ene no ope and some man no zone obe try say obe take advantage on you eti uni koku me last
mama ma so for brem kan say na so for wo kan say me na so for wusunity a say asem we dey ono nya ade so for me too
okay I want say ne wa kan wa nsem wa kan nya no kre in our society today no sa na wo ho. But there are some categorical statements bia na o make ya make say me nya adwe bi ti say e bia sa na tie you will not get it anywhere You see, even with researchers, to me, throughout the whole country, gather data, they don't even get
100%.
Even 70% of the total population of the people even on earth, and I say a whole country no more. They just put down samples. Say if you are when you are 300,000, then you put the samples down. Okay. I don't want him to make statements here
conclusions
or how conclude making it say that is a factual because there are a lot of people say we are say people read and they know and near my idea whilst you are talking people will go and then look for the data and pull it out and they will begin to only say but in it is what is insane was idea I think say the discussion instead of making very emphatic statement via a discussion and
what does any brain
okay so for me that's one thing I may person can say you see Mmabunu na omutie me person me can say most of us are confusing sex for love because you started at the right time. You started there
at the right time.
I didn't have a friend say love.
Sir.
Yeah, you rem at a very tender age. Now we have no clue what love is. I don't know if you get my point. The point I'm personally making is say,
okay.
You know the movie as early as primary 6 JHS.
I'm more confused certain things to love.
Yes.
Okay.
Imagine almost say they are in love. Teachers, they are in love. They have no clue what that so-called love is. They have no idea. Anything be a bit free maba almost immature for me. Anything be a bit free maba piano, they fall for it. That is one dangerous part. And Mmabunu Blvd a party and as name. And it is about time say yebetsu yenuanomnofo, especially those in JHS and the SHS. Sa SHS age no, any JHS age no. I didn't know say, oh, manya boyfriend, manya girlfriend, manya boyfriend, manya girlfriend. Mummy no munyina mo ye minor. Adwemu sebi adwene wo fom. Say beko into that relationship. Let me atna analyzing nema away in some BBC the way mummy no mobetimi handle BBC ekwan mobetimi you have no clue what that thing is. And at the end of the day, the only thing mummy no betimi agree and say physically they will get intimacy and I say they will get closer to each other. And at the end of the day, since anyama no air drive relationship no air drive manamontuna mubu manigu nema bebre so. And the more mubu manigu nema bebre so no munya understanding e wonema bebre mu. And the more unya understanding e wonema bebre mu no e mane beye so fragile say at any point in time,
okay,
that thing we call a heartbreak, that thing we call disappointment, a best set in. And no one here, ababedu stage beer. The young are still, majority of them are still confusing what your friend is saying, sex and love, because at that tender age now, or no, a share na say nkomodi bia obi di share no adamfo bi asema o ka share no movie bi a o share awanya munti asiankosi news headline bia and also big jumbia big jumbia secular music bia what tia e moon lines no e na ode atunity ma ode born brand a ode akohia sebi I don't want to use the word tibonkoso but obi a ono so e want that same level and omode pem
so they don't know anything about
they have
it.
no clue.
No. Yeah, youth know ignorance
into confusion there e ho e na sha
Mame mbusa solo asem we ana so for so well. Akwan ben so na obi a wo sa or battle that feelings no because as youth you do me catch you be as I say udru certain stage now want me am battles are feel emotions na say unye nipa yes e ko hwe pill baby yes it's natural but I can person obi a battle with that feelings need that emotion the sexual desire na say you know I won how we see manage it no come person now you be advice me say
all right
yeah
advice am the man say TikTok on TikTok I know say TikTok your educational side
okay
on focus wo sa content bebre no on follow ni nyina what I say
what's content bebre on follow
ahodo bebre na anya educational yi no on follow sa no man nyina because no ma bebre ho I can't sexual yi any some musics bi wo ho no mo a what I say na love stories bebre na enjoy kan Netflix ni na ekuwie e wo that side ho
on the movies papa o
na me kase ebi dodo na akuwie wo that side
wo kase kowie a won say
dodo na ekowie wo be wie na unya tenka bi say mame nko wura sa de na sa telenovela sa aba no o mo yi no
the movies bi ho no mo enjoy hwe
jani nyina hwe
okay
what I say na groups a omo edisa no mana pictures ni those stuff stickers our friends bi ono nya sa conversations
na one my say crowd the stickers and doors who group you can no be the
we are not if you find the purpose for one cause ourselves
okay
what I say so find the purpose for yourself and betimi aboa but also now movies be no ma be brave so now we sa abimu ne pride sa no man nyina no I don't go for a problem mo sa abimu na sa those programs are already so I kasa for obi ne boyfriend and girlfriend on mentie what I say because him enipa on aya na kasa oh tie ti oboa entie because wutie a be push you say koye bi ne hwe ye unim say there was some stages bi ho last me ne nkofo bi koye bi unim say obi ho no ma o ka kire ne say menye sa de we ya o obeso koye no hunu at the end of the day ade ewom what I say it yes it was okoye no ye de watiare ti sa no ma no ma nya ntwe wonye de enfrim ne yetwe ho frim ma sa lava ye ka ho asem feeling na baba wo ye nipa unyini ubenya that nka no na emu bibi na be trigger do akwa de do akofo bi wono mo awo obi ni me kasa se opese woni be ma cry sa ade na se wanhwe movie bi ni do staff na very difficult say
obetima
sa ade no
eti eche so no onjai sa ade no
unyai hwe ebi mo e ka kire mo munyai hwe na mo find the purpose na ade bia hwe a onze obi ho no ma obi anim obi o wiase bia anim ade a ade ne kosa ade anim ebi enkomo conversation bi ono obi ye obi on mo kwakọ read love stories bi okoko TikTok no obi ka ai na me boy ni makoko ntokwa those stuffs ni nyina atwon ye de efini nyana ebebo na ye tufu se sanya tie bia no that true love aye kan wansam unya abotre na kohia obi a busabusa mu no mu ni nkomo obi obusa ne background be ofi o ma mese dan de no ma urim agofo be won ma de o mo hwe obi won mo den ti o call relationship no obi wo wa ohia financial support obi a ohia companion obi won mo ohia adwuma obi won mo peso otukwan ti no call relationship eto obi won mo single pa obi a be pe no mpene da obi fra bro tire ban ne ya obaja atum se obeso ne ne de one ne tina ni obi ohia yonko no na ye ka ho asem wa no ti sa yonko na ebia onsa beka no sa nipa no onfa ho ne senya situation tie na sa nipa no kosia bia onfa sa enasem ne ehyemude ne ade nyede entata ye ne sa ye bebo ma yetimi adi ehuni
oda se ni unso so bebe mama before so bebe mama announce lines no na okay, so before so that's a bebe no mama announce lines 0203 5277 77 0203 5277 77 hello
Mmabunu nyina president
Meja also Openi Thomas bibia wako de
ene mo Bible mo hoye
Nyankopon adom
oni solo any pastor any other thing monso mo ho tupe
ahoden wa papa Openi Thomas
ye hoye Openi Thomas
na Openi ene mo din sama bawo Na yebusa te atinka any odo.
Adventist World Radio.
Ani kwa odo.
The voice
Ehi
of
na ye
hope.
nya odo. Awu che odo ye Nyankopon tuban o. Na boncham esanse Nyankopon dia wo ye bia no ye ne papa ntino. Boncham ni ni duplicate abeta ho. Enti odo no odi atinka abeta odo ati. Na ntinka udo obi a sabi
Adventist World Radio 97.7 FM.
And go to Bia, and yet the over Yama, because of doing Yamisu Wine, John 3:60 was the second Yanko Pound Do, Yaki, and the Tankamido Sola, and yes, Sola, Nastabe, acquired that Solo Soya Madoya, na ya bonsakwa ompete na mimodenya kunje imagine say office ni ba na uka tell me say na hu aba ya dia me ya me say ana say we ka na ko ti ka ka ti akwa no na kwa ya mi na ni na wo kwa na office ni yo wai so na ka say financial we no kwatam just 45 in the sika and da no to stop say giving up on him. And the Macabaro, a good say, I'm not over in the nothing. Oh, sorry, and that's on the day. I'm going to get a bunch of Joey. Yeah, much less of the now, one number by one also. I want to say, they are all died. I'm more my God. Only a mama in the bubble.
So bad when to me anyina so pacha obetimi afra ba dwumadi no 0203 527777 0203 527777. Hello, good afternoon. Charles Charles Alaba na bibia boko de
and Kakame can say, except a fact, it will be war. If you see to the extent, say, you know, now you need your mabby, you say, only iPhone, you know, never made a papa, they almost you know, it was different thing to say, like, Ohania money generated, or hoping you'll be better than you should show be more time, how are you not a positive. Show you one, son, I had it. Yeah, sorry. And I passed a church about our remove them. If you can come and say, you know, that they are Muslim, some which Nankapo, yeah, for churches, come up with you, because you do. One on them, that means on the boy from the man, we will be a minute airport. Maybe a 4 years. Yes, I'm like
Adventist World Radio 97.7
FM. You flew say about the only and I I'm powerful of what it is and the account. But the answer if we have chances now. Because maybe I can actually be planning how, but man can't judge.
Charles, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Hello. Yeah. Hello, good evening. So, Udini Baby Akaze. Come into you.
But to some more Canadian, the same party as I never. Before so many or don't say will be being go sex me anyone count us. I never know the buy nice car. And she can't the broken heart in a bar. And as she cannot do the broken heart in a bar. Honor no one said, you must be a betrayal, so no so bad. Could be air court or don't own court or go on for us or don't know the local, but for us all will be breaking heart in thing. So, Saturday now, Kumasi, the other Sanko tomorrow.
and will be boy, will be a friend, will be girl. Will be girl, will be boy, will be so boy, will be. The Sarah, the you know, what's up at the other side is what. You see, we are now, but no, mamma, funny, I did send on what town, Korana, I did, whole problem. You see, okay, underwear and get with them, and you see, my other number one thing. This animal in the corner born in him and my head. I think in a big baby back was saying, I would want to say, if you have seen a query, and you must send China would be brave, and I never put the ABC. I will phone, so when you or bar, I'm going to say, I did Tiana air come my man and a papa or done a chance, yeah. Almost so many do 10 beyond the walk around, so a bass. I don't know, Tiana, I'm Mr. Genesis, I know so many day. You won't. I think you know, so you know, out of me, or the Macram. The gram is meeting idea.
That's it, Barros. Which means we have 0203 527777 and 0203 540000 0203 540000. Which me afraid now so do a gentry abajumedian so. That's any
yes, sir.
Maminti.
All right.
Maminti on the same. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Hello, Pachodini Baby Akase.
Good evening, Nana. Mr. Kakra, I am speaking.
Adventist World Radio 97.7 FM.
And a bit just I acquire a crystal who wants to wait to be crystal. The dear one, I'm crying. I am my so I do say I am my could 3%. And you 100 to a nickel. Maybe I can say. And maybe I have a more. Yeah, no, who to Bema or the back. It's about the catching. It's a menor down. O Crusoe need to it's a menor down. Oh, we are fasting 40 years a night. Were you right? I'm not in
Adventist World Radio 97.7 FM.
Bad. Hello. Okay, you're losing the pakro. That's any Mamintio.
All right.
Mamintio on the same question I'm in the man.
Yes. Me
Solono.
The question of the mind. You see, the bit my account happen is say, you know, no more. We are still talking about the young people. You know, no more. Mmabunu, I would say, anyone I can. You see, there's something about this whole thing. Kofubi, innate, or my regret it. I regret you. I regret it deeply. These people are willing to share on my experiences. Say a bear futu ama enkofubi. And I say bear futu ama wana why crowd say opposite onye futu. Is it say at the tender age no? Odo ho fari say.
That's a name ba. Jina so mame. So hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Pachodini baby akase free.
The vice friend said, make us a free and case.
Set Pacho mientio.
Okay. Yeah, the master plan was additional strong quan, and also so Mona Munimbi, so at the church, more boy, because in the youth now, but make us know that the near summer or kind of AR drain. Youth now, but you try say, they've been falling in love and come to too much. Because we do class 3, class 4 was a chimpana. We never the career walk and penetrating them.
Into the baby free more baby no or jabonobo. Into Basana na emaye lusu nyoma baby.
Oh, so bad. Set, ubetimi asamba, ubetimi asafra ba, ubetimi asamba. Aba jumedi eni so anke mani beje pa. Okay, obi foforo so aba. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Pacho dini babi akasefi.
Medindi ya mafan kasefi.
Pacho so kasefi. Okay, amankwa mienti o.
I'm on the next program. I never said, the name of there is a part as a woman, and then here for man, difference of them. They have helped a woman. One time, one coming back, or more any man. So that we are a how and I am a man of and I said, I didn't know I am Kana for the empty I have no money. They share Sodoma, Lord,
Adventist World Radio 97.7 FM.
Now, so look, you grant a man, yeah. I said, Jenny, a prayer what to follow. Just to cry a man that they are. That is just you know, or much you come them and say, release, it's my
Papa, Monsieur Edase for so agent with me about Jumedian 0203 54 0000 0203 54 0000 and 0203 52 7777. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Good evening.
Now there will be a will be on any branch of a dominant maybe. No man could say Anamono. Me and make a say no.
Adventist World Radio 97.7 FM.
Well, my wife, 32 years. And I'm a 27 years. Was it? I can be for them and reading that my fan say a zero. Already, or put on Tinaculass in order to Miss Ampanam to Casino. Oh, they are really actually maybe when I do a fairly or they do a gallery. And correct. Casemino and the man it's him and my own yet really fancy. Down at the members among the fancy. The more
Medasapa, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So udini baby akasefi. Before bana bibi aboko de.
Ejede ka na me. Ejede abata kondo o na manipao. Obasa ya so obasa na. Ewo ebi wo hodie. Na so say o wona what people fa. Apo modun ya so di ni yo. Adate ko manan ko ma ajo so
Adventist World Radio 97.7 FM.
So ban ka ba kan. Ewo boni ni bi wo bi e. Na so so. O do kabele. You need to do this as an effect. I can learn money back. Nobody to grab them again. And the commission me and that. It's in some of bank about time. Then I want to say, and now for someone, yeah, money, and I have to buy on something once and say, we are doing. Come here, man, in Ababa. If you're not going to pass me, now to some day, I put a home against yeah.
And so the same time, it's also what I might have been imagining. That's so a man and many of them began to say, make out a million dear. Now, I don't call almost one saying, I don't say it's not bad now for so many young. I said, rather than when you
ame enso enka ho di for ba me da sepa oda sani eba fe boni to na
me point and I'm making is say you see yenuanom binum said the kan ya ebia wo man nya kwanya enti afutisem a ebia ede mai ebi so afutisem ne bai but o man enti o ma wura sa condition mu a baby ede o ma du no o ma nu o mo ho pa
obi abasoso mamwa
Hello, me mama Jumo fa.
That's it. Pacho dini baby akaze free.
Me kase free Kenya.
Pacho udi mami afra. Mami afra pacho
0.7 FM.
Enya mane ho ya ibi. Wo mo bele. So, me bi no we change to see. So ben pa na so wakono so na be ma de wo no yes wo no be da pena wala ne da mo ba fu na sa nsen bi so wo so wa wan ka sa da wo yes ye ware no ni kuro ni me le yan se sere e ma ne ye me ho ade kura 1 month ansa ni ku sa you could shout so long after the idea anyone a damn me that who the bana just you be san was it near the ya where you married and now we're not to know what the same sadri do you ba what do you the manua one no better one no can say me one what to see idea to me throw about that then you there no the man Mr. Mama na ho me da ma se kwa e ma mo
so ye da se pa mami afra da so da se ni odi e bono papa ya hwede a na submission no kra went me anye oda se ni mo ndi
submission na me ye nyina ne se
ni e we de wunyanye hello
97.7 FM.
good evening
Good evening.
so dini baby akaze free
As a film doctor, you could.
pacho mi enti o
This is Madam was this to the radio station by a point of the quality for about the gas or traffic. The Jano why like 30 days on it's not a pass of a channel. Ama must say down Kavisha no sorry. The mommy boy and you know, by the man so. Then I mean, what in the just I'm going to man. Amen.
amen that's it you be fresh in crying oda se ni mami ti o
right bro eti submission na a me pesa me yan say especially to yenuanom na omoda so ye very young omo into such relationship. You see, there will be confusion because you might not be able to differentiate between real love and I say love and that of your friend is say lax and I say akono. Aha. It's no better me lead you into
1 minute. What is here? Hello. Pacho, mami to Charles.
Yes, set.
Oh, set. What's up, mami?
7 FM.
If you don't make a forward, that's an idiot, no. Or my teacher says, Nankasano, young Kranos, start to say, I'm a person who had the Kura, a one but or move. Into a dear the film of the piano, magic your abominable. You better, the boy, Jeremy, I was in a broken hat. Wouldn't you matter cry your broken hat to know? Cause your Kai, yeah, 2 year name, your mamma, your mamma. See, have a sex with them. Into the moment I can bonnet the bed na one of the says if I been in the baba ada. Then maybe in the maybe I day ada. Into the moment I can bonnet the bed in the day. That's a dear what is in my day. Next TV, not as a normal day in your love, but I must be brave.
me da se pa me nya sure say bit my for bia baba abono no mapa meter du no 520 ti di obeba so no aba last caller ti di obeba so no obi aba hello
Maju
ya jo so na bibi aboko de
ya
cho udi ni babi akase free
ejewura
pacho akase free yenti o
wansa awade no sire nyanko prosie no be ma no oba be ma be ka fa no
97.7 FM.
kama so be oba be ka fa no enu ni ukunu na oba oni be ka chi a amale ho isi wo ko nyina no na wade e baka imranche no mo fa so ma di ni ma ba wa be be ka na de bia oni ukunu ni kwa so sani jai na de mo ye sa no nke
dase amen ya dase pa ya dase ye pa odase ni we dey bonita we are na so for abem na say ye de ko we mami nti o
all right yes sir ye kan say no futu sem na ye de ma ye ho nti ye nyina ye tu ye ho fo and then we expect say there ebinu ma ye regret ya the wish senka o man ko sa condition ni mu kra enka mo pe no mi gidi pa se wa wutie a wa ye confused e relationship bi mu a wa unim sa ne ma we nyina woni namu unhada oje ho enje mi gidi pa se it is about time said the year king wa obetina se no wa assess wo ho na wo hu se de onamu no if it is truly the right way a person okwa ana se na fufu bi and I can send you a go assume and I say mere material niema bi and I do wa could rasa condition na didn't tell how the one kasa na woni by the year can you say sa confusion be a bit me free or our ewa bra one kasa be si wa dream for say
97.7
if I think cano said they are not dinty bia you have a purpose wo be busy when you swa o pesa we dey o fight na o do ho nya ne sa abebo medase
medase pa so for mami nti o we say we dey o ko dey na
me bore wi ne tini se na odasa ni kan ho nyame etiri mu po a ode bo odo no na enye just for restriction se nyame restricting nipa se me mani pa enye sa na mum na etimpo no ye perfection se bia bibia wo ye bia na be wie peye etisa nsanso no how ye kan nyina no se ye di nyame etimpo ana se the design of God's way na ebeboa ye ma ibenya perfect partner ibetumi na ayede atena wo ye da chimu ana se wo ye na brabo mu ne mum no se makwan na saade ne di nkan ba ade ba ko se hye ne nso ne se the moment ya oni obi be sa no it carries emotional and then psychological weight mood and until so oni obi ya bibi sa outside that without commitment now ni nipa na ya saade ne pe ubehun se die bi edura betena wo so nti se nipa na ntumi afo ankwa nkowi a na afo wa be confused na fe pain asset in na fe psychological we so here dey asan be ginam nti ne obenwia ne se nipa no kra no call how be man say wa tiesi abonten because of say oye na dwen se obedi nkan ma saa de na di nanim ansa kra ansa na watumi asihye no dia skra nia ebe de be fie kira de abano it was say ye ahweyi na make bibi about last any love last any love no nyina mienu nyina feel similar at first say shase a wa hwe be ka se nyina ye pe nemom no say love ne last no any love no omo feelings no say the same way a send yehu odo no at the same time no it comes with attraction, it comes with excitement, it comes with desire, but the end product no is different.
Okay.
Why am I saying this? Because last Canadian ended with pleasure. I want you now, but love Canadian they also I'll wait for you. And but Nina shall say the same one. You equate it. But me equating, but the end results no different. How I bet happen no. Last no, like I say, I want you now. Say me kind not love. Like I say, I'll wait for you. Last like I say, I want to focus on only pleasure, but the love will also say that I want to focus on purpose. I didn't. I say yes sir. Afi mentu enuamu fo ade ba ko pa o se enuama no ehye ne nso pa ne se sa ade fe no odo no se wanya ntiase right from beginning na wo rahye ho do ho ko hye bibi mu a wanhwe yi a enije ade enije wasase so no unya bi da because ben man as oba wa ko hia no ode wo kania blabo no betwa mpoa obeka che se wo kra na wonye virgin okra na sa na wonye holy abrabo ba sa na wabo itide bia na ode sa asem no bekasa e de twa mpoa emma enije emma wasetena mu anasa asetena mo mu no ena biem se uko into that relationship na ade a eboa wo ma o build wo well. So love build you, but physical contact and I say intimacy no, and no, it rather destroy you. Enti ma umudie se obana se be ma no eyifri honom. Enti wan hwe yi a na ubedrum pempen so bi afi na obe get into marriage na wabo apia because we ye ni ntam dodo. Enti I was say sa time no bonding hormones na say release na ni ukunu no etumi kabom no ebi ni ho why basa wa wontumi enyi wontumi nya kese because of say ade na wo carry no bed na wo carry very heavy because wo share asientem enuntina sa wo hwe Mmabunu bi ho no ma odu JSS 1 JSS 2 ko yesa de pe no wa share asie but obedu SS won wiem no na wa se wa ya ma fe da ye we no na fe or ye basa na say ne body ni ye dey essay because say nyamiti mpo is meant for perfection but yen ya mana be ye another thing altogether it was say ye hwe sa ne man nyina yi na wo hwe ne yi so a ebeboa ye ma ye ne ye partners be nya da ache no atumi atena se asomdue mu medima no besia
medase Pastor Daniel Amuesi and Amotene Nkano ono ene chaplain emanat KUST school onom Singapore kese no na se honom no ne hwe so na se wona da no se sofo ewo honom moti solonka certified life coach you see no nso ne din no certified life coach no no that's a new kwabna so motene nka Kelvin ede ye campus segment no campus talk no or the boy you bedo bibiase wona moje bread na say free no me sample mu besi se same way amoda so ne yete no you bedo mu nyina amase e bena da bia yete na say free no me sample mu kosi no mu mpe mu Mmabunu Akakye dwumadie Otumfo Mmabunu nyina president I can do menu from koku property so amaje so kama na me adoma da se ne so ye besen hia that's ene so ye besen hia na bibia so aye kama and so for me free aya me mani kire aso ase adi free aya mani kire home and family week kama we say ye wi ha say dia no say koto aso na say odo na ne akohede odo no de yesu na no say nyankopon enko no say yesu na odo firi no cause ono ane odo nyame eye odo ye bedo bibia ase nyame ya adoma dasene obeti yenka say wanti yenka biom so ane akramo madam producer say Collins dana say and executive producer Miss Bells so ye bedo na say bedo bibia say ai Master Collins no boy dwuma papa ti wanti yenka biom a nyame adoma dasene so ye besen hia makramo baba